Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Walk MD, your cure for boring conversation.
You had to think about it, didn't you?
I always have to think about it. This is Dr. Brian Kendall.
And I'm Dr. Brittany Bankhead.
And we're excited to have you along for another coffee walk.
We are.
You got to tell the people, what's your mug this morning? What do you got?
Well, should we cheers them?
Well, we should cheers, but
Ooh,
yeah.
You're awfully full there.
I'm very...
Anyway.
And that's being edited out. So let's cheers one more time.
No, it's not. Okay, so mine is a Valentine's Day mug with conversation hearts. I think we actually gave it to our daughter for Valentine's Day, but I'm using it today. It's very cute, and I love conversation hearts.
You do.
I think I am one of two people in the entire world that likes conversation hearts. One of my co-residents, she lives in Dallas now. She also likes conversation hearts. So we always are sure to tell each other when it's on sale or when they're available again.
Yeah.
Because no one else likes chalky sugar we do.
You keep Brock's afloat.
Wait, Brock's is not it.
Oh, is it Brock's the bad one? Oh, Sweethearts.
Come on.
Which one? I'm the one who buys them. I know this.
Brock's is crap.
That's Brock's. Well, please don't sue us, Brock's, for libel. It's not crap. But
it's not my favorite.
It's not your favorite. There we go. Yeah, I've literally bought pallets of these things during Valentine's season because they are hard to find, number one, the right kind, the Sweethearts ones. And yeah, you love them.
Should we go to the factory?
We should go to the... Where is the factory?
We really got off topic on
We
this
did.
one.
It's okay. That's what a coffee walk
is.
That's what a coffee walk is.
I don't know, but I feel like in my 40s, I like going to the Sweetheart factory is going to be...
For your birthday party, go to the Sweethearts?
No, not for my birthday party.
We got to see where they're made because they may not be made in the United States.
Overseas.
Yeah. Well, hey, great reason to go to overseas. All right. Well, yeah, I love your mug. Very cute.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm rocking Steamboat Ski Resort mug. It's great. On the inside, it's got the trail map on the inside. So as you drink it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember skiing that.
Isn't that a rap song? Clean on the outside, mean on the inside.
Clean on the inside. It's something on the inside. Yeah. I can't remember. Oh, that's a good song though. That's throwing it back. It's dating us. Ice cream, paint job. This is this is a true coffee walk this morning.
Fun.
We are fun.
We're
something.
You know what?
What?
Us and all 17 of our subscribers.
Oh, 17.
17
Congrats.
on YouTube.
Hey, let's get to 20 before this episode drops. Let's get to 20. That's the goal.
Okay. Help us out.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, we're going to start off with, and we're going to do a little bit better job of trying to highlight what it is that you should be doing on your coffee walk or that you should be doing with your partner. So today we're going to talk about what's on your mind, a little ask me anything, a little vent sesh, a little behind the curtain, and a little wrap up and tease, if you know what I'm saying.
Why is it all a little? A little this, a little that,
a little of that,
a little of this,
so that the people stay around.
What about like a little of this,
spritzer?
a splash, a spritzer?
A spritzer.
Yeah, ooh, spritzer sounds refreshing.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, we're
yeah,
going to start with what's on your mind.
Ooh, okay.
What's on your mind?
Habits are on my mind. I don't always toot my own horn. But I'm really good at forming habits.
You really are.
I'm really good.
You've got excellent discipline.
But see, that's my point, is that discipline...
You didn't even say your point yet.
I know. Well, if people follow me on the socials, they would know my point, because I've talked about this a little bit on TikTok and Instagram.
Okay.
But it's not that I have good discipline. It's that I form habits, and I have an easy way to form habits, and good habits equal good discipline.
But I feel like it's the other way around.
No.
That good discipline equals good habits, or leads to good habits.
Maybe it could be the other way around, but I think that a lot of people, if you just form good habits and you form them in the right way, it will then make it look like you have good discipline.
Okay, so then give us the TLDR in 30 seconds on forming a habit. Okay,
the past month or prior to this, Brittany has been on to me about my face. Because I'm getting older.
Can you quantify that?
Well, just my face in general has looked, you've said it looked dry. My skin is getting older. I'm about to turn 42. Things are aging. And so you've been like, why you need to take better care of your face. And it was something I had zero interest in doing.
Yeah.
But I listened and I was like, okay, I need to do this. So what did I turn to? My easy way of forming a habit, which is your nervous eyeing, which is very interesting. Normally, I'm the one who nervous eyes.
Honestly, my armpit itches a little bit, but I can't itch my armpit on YouTube.
On YouTube, that's true. On the podcast, you can.
Good.
So I do my 3-step approach, which is, number 1, you make it simple. So if taking care of my face is the goal, what's the littlest amount of taking care of my face that I can do?
Yeah.
So
wash it and moisturize it.
That's right. Number 2 is you have to do that thing every single day. Okay. And then number 3 is that you have to do it for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then after that is over, you've got a habit. And now you can add into that habit whatever you want. So for the past 3 weeks, I have been washing my face every night and just putting on a little bit of lotion. And I have been consistent in doing that every single night. And last night I knew I had formed a habit because as I was doing my nightly routine, it just automatically happened. I didn't even have to think about it. And if I don't do it, I feel like, oh, I forgot something. And then it's just super easy. And now you can just literally replace the lotion with another thing, and I'll just automatically do it. A little sunscreen, a little wrinkle something.
Vitamin C.
Yeah, you can put anything in there that you want to. So it works it's worked for working out. It's worked for my face. It's worked for brushing my teeth and flossing and doing all the things. Like, it works very well.
The way I almost had a conniption because the way you said brushing teeth, I literally thought you were going to say breastfeeding.
I have lots of familiarity with that.
I was about to ask all about how you know about
how I know about
habits of
breastfeeding. No, I was not about to say that. For
our 13 and 7-year-old, but okay.
No, I would never step into that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Okay, well, so what's my vice?
What is on your mind?
Well, my vice is...
your vice. Habits?
Yeah, is dessert.
Dessert? Oh, yes,
dessert,
for sure.
Sweets, 100%. So what's the TLDR on how I could form a habit?
So you have to, so if you're eating, let's say you're eating 2 desserts every single night, and you want to get down to 0 desserts every single night, then you got to break it down small. What's the simplest thing that you can do?
Yeah.
Maybe it's eating your dessert, but pouring it into a bowl instead of eating an entire box. Yeah. And so you pour a little bit, and then you do that for the 3 weeks. And then you add on to that. You say, okay, I'm down to like half of what I was eating. Yeah. Let's half that again and do that for another 3 weeks. And before you know it, you've gotten yourself into a habit
I'm so bad about that. I'm an all or none kind of girl. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a little bit of a black and white, all or none, 0 or 100 kind of a girl.
Yeah.
So it's very, very hard for me. It's great for things like being a surgeon, but it's not great for other like humanity and living your life things.
True.
So I will have to work on that. I do like the notion of like make the next best choice. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes that helps me.
Yes.
Like, hey, yesterday, so we had dessert with our daughter, and I was like, instead of getting a block of fudge, I'm going to get a stick of rock candy.
Yeah.
And like, it might seem not whatever, but for me, it was a big deal.
I know.
And I felt better.
That's my Tootsie Roll Pop thing, right? Like I would love to eat an entire bag of Skittles, but it will satisfy me just as much to have one Tootsie Roll Pop.
Have you ever read Atomic Habits?
You have told me many things about Atomic Habits. I don't think I've ever read it.
It's actually very good. You probably would like it. But honestly, your TLDR version, I'm so like in the know saying TLDR. I just learned what it meant like 6 months ago.
Too long didn't read for those not in the know. If you do the New York Times crossword puzzle, you would know.
Look, I like how you dropped that just right there. Okay, so what is on my mind?
Yeah, what is on your mind?
Our daughter got her ears pierced.
So sweet.
So sweet. We had told her she could get them pierced whenever she wanted, as soon as she was old enough to take care of them. And it's been a few years now, and she has just been so scared because we're very honest with our kids. I was never going to be like, oh, yeah, it won't hurt. I was like, no, it's like getting shots in your ears. Mm-hmm. Like, let's call it what it is. And it will hurt, but then it'll be over. And she just has not ever had the, like, desire to go through with that. But recently she did. And so she had told me on a couple of different occasions, so I knew it was the real deal. So I had our family virtual assistant to make an appointment when 2 nurses could be there. We did it at Rowan's in Charleston. Highly recommend. They did a wonderful job. And we kind of got there and then surprised her and said, hey, we're here to do it, so that she wouldn't have too much time of being nervous. And she was so brave and had the biggest little tears coming down her face whenever it was being done. And then I was crying and she was crying, and it was, as a mom, it was so hard. It was a true, for all the people listening though, it was a true bonding moment between you and her. Was it? Yes, it was. It makes me I know. It made me emotional too when I saw, because Brittany was standing in front of Tinsley holding her hands while they were doing it. They were looking at each other eye to eye, and you could you two walked out of there with a different relationship. It was because I could tell, because there was, she's a daddy's girl. Let's not get it wrong. But I could feel there was just I felt more of her into you. Like there was a connection. Yeah. And we took her to dinner afterwards, and it was one of the first times where she was she was struggling. She normally wants to sit on my side of the table if it's a table of 4. Yeah. And she was struggling with it and kind of having to justify to herself of who. And I told her, Tinsley, please, it's okay to go sit with mom. And last night she slept. Brian was working all night, and she slept in my bed, and she wanted to be snuggling and touching the whole night. She just couldn't. So yeah, it was a really special thing. It did make me, 2 things made me laugh. One is that whenever we were about to tell her where we were, we kind of stopped in front of the store. And we stopped in front of the store. We're like, so we're here. And she goes, what? And she turns around. What was this ear piercing place next to? Yeah. A psychic reading room. She goes, a psychic reading room? And we were like, no, next door. She thought she was there. She thought she was there to get her palm read. Yes, I was proud of her for being able to read the word psychic and say it out correctly. I was like, impressive. Wow, good PS. So that made me laugh. And then whenever we got inside, and if you've had your ears pierced before, you know that they're going to mark it with a Sharpie first before they actually pierce your ear. And they mark it, and then you look at it and you say, yep, I agree. Well, this poor nurse didn't realize that, A, I'm total mama bear, right? Yeah. Like any mom would be, but also Mama's a surgeon. Yeah. And Mama is going to make you do it a couple of times until we get it just like Mama thinks. Add it to the list of jobs that Brittany could do perfectly in life. Eyeballing it? Yes. So when we have to hang curtains or hang a picture or whatever, Brittany's eye is able, I'm not kidding here, able to say within a millimeter of if something is up too far to the left or up too far to the right. It's wild. Better than a level. Yeah. For real. It's impressive. I don't even use a level anymore. I just wait for Brittany to get home, and I'm like, okay, tell me, up a little bit. Down. And our son has the exact same gift. Amazing. It's crazy. It's pretty remarkable. Yeah. And what's funny is, as a trauma, yes, I'm a surgeon. I did general surgery training. As a trauma and acute care surgeon, you're kind of dealing with big, bad, and ugly things, and not some precision, but not the immediate precision that plastic surgery or ENT or something would take. Yeah. So I don't necessarily use that. Trauma surgery is more about centimeters, maybe millimeters every so often. Yeah. But I am very good at it. You're very good. I am stellar at it. Yes. Yeah. Well. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. Totally blank. That's okay. Woo, hey, gone. That's okay. That's a good segue into the next thing. Segue. You love a segue. Ask me anything. Because your mind is now blank, so now I get to ask you anything. No, that's not how this works. Yes, sure it is. No, it's not. Fine. Ask Me Anything is about the people. I know. Oh, okay. No, Ask Me Anything is actually about you, the people listening. You get people. You get to ask us. Our constituents. Listen to episode 1. Please go back to episode. Don't think we're just saying that out loud. Yeah. No, you people get to ask us anything, and y'all we get lots of questions. Oh my gosh, so many. But please please leave comments on YouTube or on the podcast. If you want us to answer your questions, we are happy to do so. Again, this is always medical information, not medical advice.
Correct.
We can't give you specific medical advice, but if you have generalized questions, we would love to answer them about anything and everything.
Yeah.
So we started today with a couple of the ones that we get on repeat.
Yes.
So for me, one of the things I get on repeat is, do you have any advice on getting into medical school or getting into a general surgery residency?
Yeah.
So it's this whole like getting into
and specify who is asking you this.
It's usually women.
And why? Why do you think it's women asking you?
Oh, are you asking a leading question?
I'm asking a leading question.
For real?
No, I'm asking for real,
okay,
but I also know the answer.
Answer your own leading question.
Well, no, because it's very hard. The system is still set. It's not easy for women to do because the system is not set up for it, right?
No.
And I think the reason why is because you went through the system and did all the things that most women want to do, which is you started a family, you continued to have a life outside of residency, like residency and medical school and all that was not your life. Like you continued to have passions about other things and other hobbies and all of that.
Yeah.
And so, I think it's just, it's very, I think it's a very uplifting story for a lot of women out there to see that you can do it and be successful at it and still have the life that you want to have, whatever that looks like, whether that's kids or a marriage or a house or whatever it looks like.
Yeah. So I thank you for that. And anytime they ask about, do you have any advice about it? You have to start with, for residency or for medical school or any health professional, higher education, anything, it's going to start with your grades and your test taking, right? Mm-hmm. Like you cannot get past that initial threshold if you don't have certain things checked off. So figuring out, spending the time and the money and the energy, if you're a sucky test taker like I was, go do a test taking course or find a mentor, a tutor, or somebody who can help get you better at that, because you will be doing it the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. I am 39 years old and I am still taking tests every 2 years to keep up my certification. I just got board certified a couple of years ago, which meant I was literally in coffee shops. Yeah. Like every other college kid out there.
Still walking to coffee shops and be like, ooh, yeah, there's a good study spot. There's a good
spot over there. Yes. So you got to get good at taking tests and you got to have a good GPA. Above and beyond that, yes, everybody knows, or you should know, that things like volunteering and being involved in extracurriculars is a good thing. Now, what I think is extra important, though, that people don't necessarily realize is that you should not diversify a bunch here. Choose a few things that you really are passionate about and dive all in. Dive head in. Work your way up to leadership. Work your way up to doing volunteer things within that one extracurricular sort of thing. That's what I think is helpful and meaningful. And then the last thing that I don't think people know at all or don't realize is you need something that sets you apart. You've got to have something that sets you apart, but you don't have to go searching for it. Look within.
Yes.
Look within for this thing. And when I tell you, the more you it is, the more likely you are going to stand out on the page in your essay, in your interview, all those things. I promise you that is the case. The people I remember interviewing the most either had a doctorate degree in snow science from Utah, applying to a surgical residency. Snow science.
So cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
We had the best time interviewing this person. Mm-hmm. He was so memorable. He was so passionate. And the other one I remember was recently during surgery interview season, there was a man who was into bespoke fashion.
Okay, yes.
He had a history in bespoke fashion and doing all kinds of business things in bespoke fashion. And I was like, I don't even know what bespoke means.
Yeah.
Tell me everything. I should know, but I don't. And then I had a more recent mentee talk about, what was it? Cutting grass.
Oh.
Had a degree in some sort of grass something. Grass like the real grass, not like marijuana. In case anyone was wondering. But like had a real degree in like turf management.
Turf management. That would make sense.
And I was like, dude, you got to put this in your essay.
Oh, yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Relate turf management to surgery.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
If you love Netflix documentaries about cheese,
yes,
go all in.
Yeah.
Like that passion is going to jump off the page. And I'm sorry, but like after you get through, I'm sorry, this is kind of a monologue.
No, it's great.
After you I get asked this all the time. So this is important that I can convey this. After you get through that initial like GPA and test taking, whatever, you have got to have something that makes you stand out. And I promise these things will help you stand out and make us think, would I want to be on call with you at 2 a.m.?
Exactly.
Would I want to be operating with you in a 14-hour lysis of adhesions case?
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about how turf management relates to surgery, that's a lot cooler than the 800th person who's done the same nonprofit work as everybody else.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So
passion leads to passion. So you can tell if somebody is passionate about one thing and they're applying and saying, hey, I'm going to bring this exact energy and passion to this, whatever it is, medical school or this residency or whatever, it usually is true. And yeah, the one person I remember was somebody who was Bitcoin mining during the interview. They had their whole computer set up and they were like, oh yeah, I'm making money back here Bitcoin mining during the interview. I was like, that is awesome. All right, so
should we wait for your
ask
anything
we can
on
ask
the
my
next
anything
one?
next time
because you've got to be able to get into it.
Yes.
Okay.
So vent sesh. I love a vent sesh.
You love a vent sesh.
Oh yeah, this is the best part of our coffee walk.
I
It's
know.
just like you just go off,
I will
vent about what you want to vent.
I will try to be more brief about this, but recently we watched the Victoria Beckham
Victoria
Beckham documentary on Netflix.
So good. Double like.
I laughed, I cried, which it seems like I'm a crier today. I'm really not that much of a crier. More than I used to be. I used to have a very cold black heart, but not as much anymore. But it was so very good. I have never done anything in fashion besides buying Chanel and Dior bags. And going to the museum and appreciating
you do it very well.
Some of those things, but it was so good. And so my vent is the reason that's applicable to this is because she also talked about she just wants to be the best. And like she went into fashion and she was thinking she would just do it and she would just be good at it. And it was really hard to strip away all of the crap that she thought she knew and all of the things that she had in her mind and to just like be really humbled and have to kind of build from the ground up, which I think is also kind of an eldest daughter thing, right? Like if you go back to all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, my vent is that it really sucks to just not be perfect at everything. just to like not start your life excellent at all the things you want to be excellent at. And to be very humbled. And I think that's really when you start to peel away, okay, we all want to be excellent at this thing, but who is willing to just slap that all back to the ground and start over again in order to really be excellent? That's where I'm at. And I'm frustrated by that. Yeah. Which seems kind of silly, but I've done it in several different walks of my life and it always turns out well. I just wish I was great at the things I wanted to be great at from the beginning. It would be
and just have the success, right? It's so hard to see. It's like, oh, this person is there, and that's where I want to be. Yeah. But I think, so far through this journey, I think we've done a very good job of like celebrating every small win, every subscriber that we get, everything that we accomplish. It's like we are able to. I just appreciate it, I think.
I think so. Yeah, and that came probably a lot from medical school and every single test, every quiz, everything was like, whew, and so we are able to do that. But I wish I was better at business. I wish I was better at being a leader. I wish I was a better mom, all those things. I just wish I was good at to start. Yeah.
I think you're good at all of those things. Well, as I tell you all the time, like if you could put all those things on your resume or on your CV, it would be great.
I will.
My Vent Sesh. We're talking about there's just no time to just sit and
There's
relax.
never any time. There's never any time to study. I'm never going to get into Stanford. Jesse, You can't sing tonight. I'm so excited.
Saved by the Bell.
Obvi.
Only because you've quoted this like a million times.
If you missed that, I was going to be really sad.
Yeah, well, I know.
Anyway, that was another me interrupting you.
That's okay. That's all good.
I feel like movie quotes have to be.
Movie quotes have to be. That's a proper interruption.
Okay.
As the British would say.
You're so UK now. Because we watched David and Victoria.
That's right. Proper. Brilliant. Okay, so my vent sesh is there's just no time to sit and relax. The other day, we had gone on the back porch. Our son was out playing with friends, fishing, doing whatever. Our daughter was swimming. We were sitting on the back porch watching her, and it was like, okay, we can finally just sit down, and we have some travel plans coming up. We've got some fun stuff that we're like trying to get going here. Mm-hmm. And okay, we can like sit down and actually do this. And we sit down with our computers, and the third child, the dog named Benny, we love. He's sitting here right now looking at me. But he I look over in the corner of my eye, and the dog is rolling in deer poo, and I lost it. I was so mad because we had finally sitting down.
Your version of lost it that was like, Benny, Benny.
He's
looking
like,
over.
What did I do wrong? Up. Yeah.
That's your version of lost.
That is. I was so mad. And I was like, Benny. And so then I had to wash the dog, and we had to dry him off, and then he got the zoomies, and he's running around, and he's, like 30 minutes later, then we're ready to sit down, and now we're down to just 20 minutes to get all of our stuff done.
Oh, look, now he's like,
wants
wait,
to be
what?
on the podcast. Okay, you're not in trouble.
We were calling him.
I know, you're not in trouble anymore. But it was just like, sometimes I just wish that you could if there was like a pause button where it's like, okay, everything in life just pause for a second, and let's talk about what we need to talk, and then let's go.
That's called a staycation.
Oh, how do you do a staycation?
I don't know.
I don't either.
We haven't ever done that.
That's my vent sesh.
All right, behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
Last one.
Yeah. Oh wow, that went quick.
It did go quick. I know.
All right, what's your behind the curtain this week? So remember, you got to explain one more time. Like, what is behind the curtain?
All right. Behind the curtain, we are pulling back the curtain on either parenthood or things in medicine or the hospital or marriage or whatever it is, and just kind of giving a little behind the scenes, a little BTS,
yes,
if you will.
Ooh, nice.
Do you like that? Oh, yeah. Benny's
he's very
excited about us calling his name.
What about but how can they do this on their coffee walk? Like, what are people supposed to talk about on their coffee walk? Are they like behind the curtain on their jobs and their lives?
Own scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you're in a cubicle working that 9 to 5.
Yeah. What's happening in the cubicle world?
What's happening at the water jug?
Oh, is it a water jug?
The water
cooler. Water cooler.
Water cooler.
Yeah, I think that's
the watering hole.
The watering hole.
I don't know. I used to work at my dad's engineering office, and that's where all the good goss happened.
Oh yeah. That
was a miserable summer. I should never be an engineer.
Okay.
Whew. Anyway, so my quick BTS as a physician and a mom. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready for it?
I'm listening.
Taylor Swift. It's so good. Here's the deal. I am tired of seeing ear-piercing places say, if you have a little cold, if you have a broken arm, if you have any ailments, you shouldn't get a piercing because you only have so many white blood cells to go around your body and do the healing.
I was wondering where this was going when I saw this on the show notes for today. I was like,
I have a vendetta against this.
Oh,
I want to.
Where you saw? Was that at the thing? I didn't even see it.
It's on the website.
No way. Oh wow.
And when I had my hip surgery, I was turned away from getting a second double piercing by a very, very popular and well-known place because I was on crutches, and they were like, "No, honey, you only have so many white blood cells to go around." I was like, "I'm sorry."
What?
Excuse me? So unless, again, this is not medical advice, it's just information.
Yeah.
But girls and boys, let's stop propagating that your body only makes like 10 white blood cells a day or something, unless you are immunosuppressed, in which case talk
That's
to your
totally
doctor.
different situation.
Like talk to your doctor, and if you have some sort of like bloodborne disease or something, like talk to them. But for your normal, healthy situation, let's stop propagating that we only have a few white blood cells to go around, and if we've got the sniffles, that we can't heal an earlobe piercing.
Preach.
I like the inner fire.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
That was a little Vince Sesh, a little behind the curtain, but I want that information to be known. And if you know of good evidence-based medicine papers that you want to come at me with for this, by all means. But until then, I'm going to preach this from the mountaintops.
Yeah. That's I didn't know they said that. That's very interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting is a polite word.
Yeah.
All right. Mine is kids and the ER know before you go.
Okay.
So we didn't know this either as parents, even though we were in the medical field and all that. Here's what you need to do. If you are a parent right now, you need to go Google, where is the nearest pediatric emergency department to me?
Oh, yeah.
Here's why. So all ERs can take care of kids. I can take care of kids. All ER board certified emergency medicine physicians can take care of children. However, every hospital is different. And so it's something that's just really good to know for your child's well-being is where is the nearest pediatric emergency department? Because when you're having something that needs to be looked at in an emergency department, and maybe it's not like, if it's something like my kid isn't breathing or my kid is like, not responsive or something, that's one you call 911 immediately, and the ambulance will help you out. But if it's something you're like, my kid has been throwing up all day today and maybe having a little bit of stomach pain, maybe I should take him to the ER. It is a very good idea that if you can, to know where that pediatric emergency department is, to go to that emergency department if you can get there safely for a number of reasons. The biggest one being that they have all of the resources to help take care of kids the way kids need to be taken care of. Adults and children in emergency medicine world, in medical world, period, are two completely different populations. And so if you have the ability to figure out where that pediatric emergency department is, it will save you so much time. It will save you so much effort. It will save you so much agony deciding on whether or not you need to get this study done or that study done, because everything at that place is geared towards children. So,
amen.
Thank you. All right. That does it. That was our episode 5. I hate counting our episodes, but I love every episode. It's so great.
Yeah.
That's the end of episode 5 for our coffee walk. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. We hope that you can take these topics. Do you want to recap them one more time? Into your
put me on the spot.
I am putting you on the spot. Recap them one more time. Into your relationship, onto your hopefully coffee walk that you're doing hopefully once a week.
All right, so you're going to do a what's on your mind, an ask me anything, a vent sesh, behind the curtain, and then remember a little wrap up and tease.
You can find us on YouTube. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode.
Oh, yeah.
And we will see you next time.
See you next time.